So
It's tough.
basically, it just
It's
comes
tough.
down to poor impulse control, and like you want to get that hit. You want to get high on life, but you're confusing booze and food, and drugs with
Yeah.
life, and pornography with life when it's not. So, but like to me, that's not a unique thing. 70s and onwards, like in the 1970s and onwards, people have been eating like we focus on two things: the garbage food and the feeling, like the depressed feeling that makes you like try to get a quick hit of
Yeah.
whatever it is. Here, focusing on comfort food, but like, yeah, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. It was, to me, I feel like it was just those two things. Food was pretty bad health wise, and you wanted a quick hit of happiness.
Yeah.
But now I feel like there's a new element of this, which I want to discuss with you. 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, people made fun of the fat kid.
Hmm.
Like in the movies and the shows and documentaries, like if you were fat, people made fun of you. The new element I'm talking about here is the fat acceptance movement, or you call it body positivity, or all that stuff, where now it's like, not only are you engaging in a terrible habit that's fucking up your mental health and your physical health, your arteries are clogging up, your heart is crying, but now people are saying it's okay, keep doing it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it may be a controversial take, but you have the same take I would have had of like, I'm all, if you want to have body positivity, I have no problem with that. Like, but like you said, like if it's messing you up mentally, like then if some people are doing it to you, you need to say like, hey, listen, like this isn't helping me. If it helps you, then that's great. If you don't mind it, then you know what? More power to you. Like I'm very much like, if you're happy, if you're cool with it, it's not my life to really be pushing it, like that's why, again, I didn't do anything on social like that. Like I don't need to push my life onto you. But if you're somebody that has a lot of that body positivity and you're overweight and everyone's like accepting of it and stuff like that and saying it's great, keep doing it, and you're not happy with it, then it kind of still comes down to you. I mean, it's not the nicest thing to say, but like, whether people are accepting it or not, it's not about them. Like that's kind of like a mindset that a lot of people have today. It's about the person. Like it's like, what does this person think? What does that person think? But it's really about you. Like, do you like how you look? Do you like how you feel? Do you want to change something? Body positivity is great. If people want to do it, let them do it. Like, but are you positive on your own body? I mean, maybe that's not really the way people think, but at the end of the day, I'm very much a person. And as you mentioned, I do a lot of podcasting. I do a lot of things like this. I've been doing it for a long time. Like
Links down
I,
below.
yeah, links down below. Yeah. Mad Props Travel Studios. It's tagged right down there. If yeah, right over there somewhere. I
It's
never,
somewhere.
I never really cared what people thought about me when I was in high school. When I was in middle school, it was big time. And then I went to Florida for my first year, and it kind of changed. Like I didn't really care what people thought about me. I didn't care if I got rejected by a girl. And actually, for anyone that's like, having struggles with that, like not caring about if you get rejected helps more than caring about it.
100%.
Um, like I kind of gained a lot of confidence, and I just didn't, people could think what they wanted. It's really about what you think of yourself. And I don't think that's not a common mindset. But to go off what you're saying with body positivity, like you can feel how you want to feel about it. But I think that the real answer is like, it doesn't matter how other people think about what you look like. It really matters about what you think. If you're fine with how you look, then like, who cares? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep living how you're living. If you're happy, you're happy. Again, going back, like we're all alive. We're all human. We're all on this planet, and we get to like share this experience for only a certain amount of time. So be happy while you do it. But if you're not happy, if you hate how you look, like again, who cares if they're positive about it? You need to be positive on yourself. So that's kind of how I feel with that. Like I get the movement. It's great. You want to be supportive of people, right on. But it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what you think about yourself, and if you want that for yourself.
100%. I feel like you're talking about more from a supportive point of view, where like you kind of want to support people on their weight loss journey, because that's what will make him feel better. But like for me, like I want to talk about body positive movement because I feel like even though it initially started, because bro, there was a period of time in the early 2000s where models were just too fucking thin and dying.
Yeah.
Like you remember those? We don't see that and really anymore. Like except from that one influencer, which creeps me out. I'm not going to say her name. I don't want to bring attention. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, but I'm
Yeah, she's
sure.
the
I
skin
mean,
is weird, super
I
skinny.
had I had to be on TikTok a lot with my job, especially
Mhm.
early on this year. So I'm sure I've come across that profile at some point.
Yeah, but like I just feel like we went from like people were being scarishly skinny.
Hmm.
Like people were being encouraged to be super skinny. They were literally dying. A lot of models actually died from like eating disorders.
Yep.
So we had that at the same time. We were really bullying overweight people, like calling them like fatty, piggy, milk tit, stuff like that. No, but like it's true.
I
Like
well, no,
you
it's
cannot be fat and avoid
two.
the milk jokes.
I was gonna say you said two that are very common, then you said one that's I was like, all right, so he's speaking from like the heart now. Like
Well, from the
you're
chest,
speaking from
but yeah, you get what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, well, they told it to me in like Arabic, but like, you get my point.
Yeah, I get what you're
So like
saying.
at the same time, we were encouraging like super skinny people who we said, "Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at them, they're dying." To like, and at the same time, we were like just telling like these overweight people, like, "You're so fat, and that's all you'll ever be." Like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Basically, two unhealthy extremes. We somehow managed to skip the part where we wanted people to maintain a healthy weight, whether they were anorexic or over or like obese, to the part where we're like being fat's okay, being fat's healthy, and you don't have to change at all. And I truly feel there's a bunch of people who they're a few steps away from like taking the change you did to make themselves healthier and like ultimately happier, I hope. But then when they look at social media and stuff, and like, some singers like Lizzo, like some social media and like some catalogs, they're like, I don't need to change. I'm eating a lot. I feel like crap. Like it's unavoidable. I feel like crap being this weight, but it's okay. It's enabled.
Yeah. I mean, it's I again, I agree. And anybody that tells you that being super overweight is healthy is just completely lying to you. So like that's the first thing. Like it's one thing, like I say, like, don't worry about what people think. Like if you're happy, you're happy. That's fine. But if you're saying like, well, I'll stay this weight because they tell me it's healthy anyway, well, they're literally lying to you. I mean, Elvis Presley died because he was overweight. Like Chris Farley had many
And
other
he
problems,
died
but these guys
constipated
died.
in the toilet
Yeah, yeah,
because he was
yeah.
overweight.
It's constipation of the heart. Like saying people that are overweight are super healthy is just not just it's not true. It's a lie.
Bro, we got
But
a ton of names, man. We got Chris Farley. Well, Chris Farley was technically an overdose, but his body couldn't
that's what
take
I
it.
yeah. But
He was away.
he was super overweight. That's why I was like he had many other things going on.
James
But
Gandolfini, he had like a massive buffet. Apparent, like I need to reread this, but like I remember reading he had like a massive like feast before he died of a heart attack. John Pinette, John Pinette, the comedian,
mhm,
super hilarious. His shtick was just him eating a lot. Died. What's his name? The other guy, the other comedian.
there's
He was
been
massive mid 2000. Well, he was massive, but he was
Ralphie
big,
May.
popular. Ralphie Mays, yeah.
Yeah,
Like all these people, like we love them. They're
it's all heart
hilarious. They're
attacks.
full of life, and then they just drop dead at 40.
Yeah. And people like to say it, people don't even blame it on the weight. It's like, well, they did this, they did that. It's like, well, they were also 400 pounds. I mean, uh, Big Pun didn't pass away because he was taking drugs. He passed away because he was 600
Big.
pounds. Like he's
Mhm.
great, one of the greatest lyricists in New York, in New York hip hop history, maybe even all time. But he didn't pass away because he was doing drugs or drinking. He died because he was like 650 pounds. Like it's just not true. But again, like if you go past that and like I'm unhealthy but I'm happy, like I said, I'm I'm not gonna judge anybody for that, because like I
Mhm.
said to you earlier on, I was big. I was still happy. Like, yeah, I had my moments where I wasn't. Definitely, there were times where I was very upset, and it had to do with weight and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say I never felt unhappy, but overall, I was very happy with the whole experience. And then when I lost all the weight, I didn't realize how much happier I could be. Like,
Yeah.
I love being able to go play basketball every single day, keep up with people, like see how my speed has changed, see how my athleticism has changed. I can run up and down a court playing basketball for 4 straight hours and never need a break, because I just got my body to a point where I can do that. Like, it's so I never realized how much happier I could be, but it doesn't mean I wasn't happy then either. But if you're not happy and you want to make a change, then again, like, don't listen to the it's good, it's healthy. You keep doing you. Like, but that's not you doing you. You doing you is changing your life because you don't want that life.